This is my second day here in Uganda at Homestead. My second night at my very first home in Uganda as an adult. Welcome to this vlog. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jacqueline and I vlog about uh, cooking, family life, travel when I can. I live in the UK, but right now I'm in Uganda and I'm working on and other projects. And the last time I was here was in last year in July, but I didn't stay here, and this is the very first time I'm actually staying here. So welcome to this vlog. There's been a lot of activities over the years on the homestead. It is something that I'm making. It does take time, but I'm encouraged that there's somebody I can rely on to carry out um, some of my dreams and the goals I may have for this place. So let's take a morning tour around the land. There's lots of activities, there's lots of birds. I won't go near them because they'll get scared. So I'll try to show you what I can. And if you look very closely, you can over there. There's still a lot of work to do. There's a lot of rubble after this construction. Look at that bird there. There's a lot of to do, needless to say. Um, but this cottage has taken quite a lot of um, effort. It's not complete yet inside, and also there's still some wooden panels to put under there as well, all round. But all in all, tiles to do as well, and there's some work to put out there. I've put some solar lights which I came with to see how they actually work, and also some other lights as well. Now, right now, I'm walking up towards the entrance onto this land. We've got a perimeter wall here, which is something that just kind of gives us an idea of what kind of buildings, where we are putting them, and how to kind of just partition uh, the structures as we are putting them. There's another one right down there. You can see a wall that's quite short down there. All here, this is cassava harvests, stalks that needs to be issues serve quite well in terms of mass. Quite surprising, but sometimes it can become a little bit unstable. So what you're looking ahead, um, all this is part of my land. We've planted cassava here. Um, if we stand right at the front, hi Wilma, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just showing you guys the land. Yesterday, I know I kind of took a walk and showed the land in a little more detail, but I just want to show you guys um, the morning activities in terms of the natural part of it across. So my land starts right here. This is where it all starts. That is the road there. It's very narrow in its clearing. The area is still quite remote, although I do have a neighbor down further the other side. There are people that live here. It looks very remote, but there are people who live here. It's out of the city. It's further out of the city. But people use their cars and obviously use the boats to get to the other side. So this is the road that leads onto the land. There's a route from that side, and there's probably also a route. I'm not too sure about the geography of this place. There's also a route that comes from that side. This is somebody else's land here. So all you see there from that pine tree across the cassava, the pine tree here. They're like kind of demarcations. And sometimes people put plants and put trees before they build a fence just to mark the land and to kind of territorize it, so that you know, especially when a land hasn't been developed, it's good to put things like that because that's how you're going to know. Each time you come to visit your land, if it's in a rural or area like this one, you need to know where you're going. You know, it may take a few visits before you know what you're really um, dealing with, where you're going. So walking into it, this is how it looks. You see the mango tree across there. I'm not overly sure this mango has, I don't think it's been producing. I don't really think so. I can see tiny, tiny mangoes on there, I think, or flowering. Yeah, there are some tiny, tiny mangoes up there. Let me show you guys. And this is like walking back into the land now. You can see what I've shown you down there already. And if I just zoom in, there's a mango right there. Can you guys see that mango? Yeah, yeah. So we are going to go back like we are going away and out of the land. But it's not quite totally away because there's another little entrance here. I haven't got a gate fencing yet here. We're working on that. And we walk into here. You guys can see as I'm walking straight, I don't know if you can already see some palm trees on either side. Okay, this side is still all the cassava. That side is needs clearing. That is all part of mine as well, all the way to the other structure and those pine trees over there. Yeah, it ends there at those pine trees which we planted. Yeah, all the way further down as we walk. I don't know if I'll go all the way further down, but let's try and see how far I can go because some of it's too bushy. So we are walking into the palm uh, trees which we planted. The palm trees start here. That is Onesmus again. Good morning.
Good morning.
Onesmus is my helper here. Yeah. Um, so the palm trees we planted from up there, those two, all the way down. When you walk, you can see that there is a walk. The idea was to get a walk way, a path. So if I zoom before I keep going, you can see that there's a walk path, which is an idea that I had for this area. You can see that it's quite long. It's quite a walk, actually. You can see that you can see the palm trees on each side. They are developing quite well. Look at this one here. So they were really tiny when we started, to be honest. And this one as well. You guys kind of get an idea now how the land looks. So this is me walking now and walking all the way, trying to go down. One of my palm trees fell. I'm going to be looking at it with my cousin today when he comes later. Onesmus, the palm tree fell. Have you seen this palm tree?
Have seen today.
Yeah,
Uh,
I believe it can still be put back, not so?
I'll put here.
Yes, please. I was going to try and put it back yesterday, but it was so hot.
Uh,
Yeah, we need to try and put it back because it started establishing itself really well. Yeah,
the monkey, but very healthy and thick.
yeah,
Mm.
please.
I think they follow with the
Do you think it
Yes,
was
this
the
one,
wind?
this, yeah, this wind, yeah.
Okay,
It's not,
okay.
because this one is big, the hole is small.
It's big and the hole is small,
Yeah,
so we need to dig out slightly, dig
yes,
out the hole a bit more.
yeah. You see here, it's so that listen, like 1 feet is not reach 1 feet.
No, it's not enough. It needs to be bigger.
Mm,
Yes. Thank you.
mm.
So, guys, we are walking. We are walking. And this is like as though, let's say you're having an event. If you're having an event in Africa, guys, I'm praying by God's grace that one day I'll be able to host you properly so you can, if you're having a wedding, you can walk down this path. One day, by God's grace, I'll be complete for something. So we also have weaver birds that build their nests here. Yeah, all that side, as I said, is still my land where the ends where those pine trees are. Here is another weaver bird's nest. So this is us. We are keeping uh, going. And what I'd like to say to you guys is that if you have land, is to get somebody trustworthy who has the passion and ideas that you've got. Because very often God gives you an idea and you come to the person and you say, well, how do you want me to develop this? I'm very far. This land sat idle for very long, guys. 2002, 3. I didn't start developing this land till 2018 because I was so consumed bringing up my family that I just didn't. I didn't have the time. I had a small idea, but I wasn't. There was a gap there. I had to jump. That's where our perimeter wall is running. Do you see from the other side where I was showing you guys? Yeah. If you've got an idea, don't give up on it. This place looked so remote. I could not comprehend where to start. So I looked at the land. I came with my brother and we stood. And I just stood there and I was just thinking, what do I do with this totally bare land? And I'm not near. You know, when you're not near, I live in the United Kingdom. Um, so it was quite difficult to comprehend, but gradually God began to give me the ideas and began to download what you do. You know, if you ask God for wisdom and inspiration, He does give it to you. Um, and I thought, well, where am I going to get the money to do ABCD? And even getting permission to even do the work or the project that you want to do. Uganda can be quite bureaucratic like that. Very often they would like you to have money to actually bribe them to actually get things done, and things take very long to actually do. Getting the title was quite a challenge, but by God's grace we got that. There was a lot of roadblocks on it, and that's another thing. You get a lot of roadblocks, you get a lot of hindrances, but you've got to keep going, and you've got to ask God to give you the people that you need to that would help you uh, to actually bring your idea to fruition. Guys, thank you so much for those of you who have joined. Uh, you are eating mango, Wilma. That's nice. Mine are not ripe on the land unless I buy them when I go back to the other side of the market. The market's not too near here. Thank you, Wilma. Thanks for telling me that God will give me the knowledge and wisdom. Thank you so much, Wilma, for your encouragement. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. User QN7JJ 6KI7K. Say hi. Hi, how are you? Where are you watching from? User GN7JJ. Where are you watching from? Thank you for joining me. I wonder what time it is in the USA, Wilma. I think my people in the UK are probably still asleep. Because right now here it's 8:17 and there are 3 hours behind us in Uganda here. Take a look at this palm tree here. It's struggling. Uh, they've struggled quite a lot, but they need trimming now. So I am going to ask my worker to give the dry leaves a trim off, which they always do well. Plants always. You can see, guys, we started from around there near the cottages, and I'm now on the other side. Yeah, and I haven't even taken you all the way down there. Can you? Too grassed up. It's too there could be some insects and God forbid snakes as well there. Um, we've seen some snakes here, but not so much. We are quite lucky, not so much. That doesn't mean to say they're not there, but they might be very, very much at the bottom side, nearer the cliff side. So right now, I don't know if I should attempt jumping here, guys. Don't know if I should attempt jumping over to show you, or I should stop here. There is a better route to take you below from that side. There's a better route, so I'm not going to go too far down. I'll stop here. This is where further down where the palms end. Can you see how far we walked, guys? And where that tree is roughly, that's where it stopped. There's another palm tree, or two palm trees, all the way down there. Let me zoom in. That kind of marks almost nearer where the land sort of ends. But then even down below the cliff, there's an area that's actually part of my land as well. This actually goes into the swamp. I'm not going down there today, guys. I would have shown you down further if the grass wasn't high. Um, so that palm tree down there is a wild one. Can you guys see that? Last time I asked them to trim it last year when I was here, and it started to produce some sort of palm-like fruits, kind of orangey. But it is wild, and we didn't know what to do with that. But it's if you've joined in, um, and yeah, I'm gonna have something to eat, and I'll probably catch up with you guys later. Today is my last day here. I don't think I've spent much time. I'd have loved to stay longer, but also there's issues of we don't have full electricity yet, so I've been relying on my solar radio and my solar powers to charge my phone. Even as I'm speaking, it's beginning to run low, so I will end the vlog here um, and say until next time, God bless you. Uh, yeah, Wilma, from the ocean. I'm not at the ocean, too near the ocean. This is actually Lake Victoria, Wilma, in Uganda. Lake Victoria is shared with Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. It runs through three countries, um, and it's the main water body in this region. So it's not an ocean; it's a lake. And what I show you, some of the views that you've seen. Right now, it's a bit foggy, so you can't quite see the lake properly. But I think in the other video or in the other pictures, it does show quite well. I'll try and take some more pictures and videos and put them up, showing part of the lake. What you see there, what you do see before the actual lake is wild sort of weeds growing in the water, and it does need the government to actually clean it. It really does. But my neighbor, like I was saying, He leaves his house and he's got a speedboat. He's dug into the weeds all the way to the other side of the city, and he actually uses that to speed his boat. Very clever, but it was very challenging. Uh, no, I'm not going to jump. I've left that area. And thanks so much. Yes, thanks, Wilma. Um, Thanks for your comments about the home. And blessings to you, everybody. Um, Thank you for joining me. Um, until next time, God bless all of you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.